Today we will be replacing the screen on an Apple iPad 4. This repair will take about 30 to 45 minutes. Required tools: Phillips screwdriver, metal spudger, plastic opening tool, tweezers, metal blade, and a heat gun. If your display glass is cracked, keep further breakage contained and prevent bodily harm during your repair by taping the glass using packing tape. Lay overlapping strips of clear packing tape over the iPad display until the whole face is covered. This will keep the glass shards contained and provide structural integrity when prying and lifting the device. Before disassembling your iPad, be sure it is powered off. Wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from any glass shaken free during the repair, and be sure to wear an anti-static wrist strap to prevent static charges in the device. Use the heat gun at the lowest setting to heat the frame and border of the device near the top right corner. When using the heat gun, be careful not to leave it heating in one area for too long. Consistently move the heat gun when using it. Heat the glass just enough until it's warm to the touch. Use the flat end of a metal spudger and slowly insert it between the plastic bezel and the glass. Slide the metal spudger in the top right corner to release the adhesive. As the edge may be cool and not warm to the touch anymore, reheat as needed for easier separation. Continue sliding the metal spudger down to release the adhesive. If you find any kind of resistance, remember to reheat as needed for easier separation. you find any kind of resistance, remember to reheat as needed for easier separation. Slide the metal spudger to the bottom right of the iPad. Apply heat to the bottom side of the iPad near the Home button. Slide the metal spudger toward the Home button, releasing the adhesive as you go. Wi-Fi antenna is near the Home button. Carefully pull up slightly as you get closer to the Wi-Fi antenna and you work your way around while sliding the metal spudger. Use the heat gun to heat the top of the iPad near the front-facing camera. Remember to consistently move the heat gun to prevent damage to the LCD. Pull up slightly as you get close to the front-facing camera and work your way around while sliding the metal spudger. Also pay attention to the 3G antennas located near the front-facing camera. Lift the iPad digitizer like a page in a book, lifting near the camera and turning it over to the left side and rest it on your workspace. Remove the 4 2mm Phillips screws securing the LCD to the aluminum frame. Plastic opening tool or spudger to lift the right edge of the LCD out of the iPad. Use a plastic opening tool to flip up the retaining flap on the LCD ribbon cable ZIF connector. If present, peel back the piece of tape covering the LCD ribbon cable connector. Using your fingers or a pair of tweezers, pull the LCD ribbon cable from its socket on the logic board and remove the LCD. Using a plastic opening tool, flip up the retaining flap on both of the digitizer ribbon cable ZIF connectors. Using your fingers, pull the digitizer ribbon cable straight out of its sockets on the logic board. If present, remove the piece of electrical tape covering the home button ribbon cable. Use a plastic opening tool to flip up the retaining flap on the home button ribbon cable ZIF connector. Use a pair of tweezers to pull the home button ribbon cable straight out of its socket on the logic board. Now remove the digitizer. Now use the metal spudger to clean and scrape the old adhesive and any glass off of the device edges. And remember, if the frame is bent, do your best to bend it back into shape. If you are still having trouble, please contact Werx for assistance. Reconnect the new digitizer connection cable back to the logic board. Make sure flex cables are properly aligned before snapping into place, and gently push on connections until they connect. Using a pair of tweezers, reconnect the home button flex cable and place the black electrical tape back into its previous place. Insert the LCD and reconnect the ribbon cable. Gently fold the LCD back into place and feel around the edges of the device to ensure the home button flex cable is in its proper place and is laying flat. Gently fold the digitizer back to perform a test. Turn the iPad on, perform a touch test to make sure the digitizer is responding to touch. Once the test is done, carefully fold the digitizer out of the iPad and insert the 4 Phillips screws to secure the LCD to the frame of the iPad. Now use the air blower to remove lint and dust particles. Remove plastic from the adhesive strips around the new digitizer screen. Be sure to also remove the protective plastic from the back of the new digitizer. Now carefully fold the digitizer back into place. Before completely closing the digitizer, be sure to fold and push the digitizer cable back into the iPad. Run your fingers along the sides, being sure that the assembly slips evenly into frame, and make sure the new digitizer sits flush inside the frame.